Friday, September 20th. This morning, so a week after our business plans were submitted, I've heard back that mine was approved, which is amazing, amazing news. So I'll just read you what Eva has said. So, hi Sarah, hope this email finds you well. We're glad to inform you that the Dreets has issued this morning a favourable opinion on your business plan. They stated the request for an opinion on a proposed activity that you submitted on the 12th. So the 12th was last Thursday, so a week and 1 day, has been investigated and a favourable opinion has been issued. Please find the confirmation attached to this email and the email received. We have not received any new notifications regarding Leon's business plan, but please don't worry as we will follow up closely on his application too. So that is just the best news, because that now means, so the little, the letter that you get from the Dreets, that now gets included as part of your final application to the consulate. There's nothing now standing in our way, just need Leon's. Most of the paperwork is ready to go. It's just the DBS check that I need to do. Yes, just cannot tell you how good it feels, because I know that mine was the one, I've said it from the beginning, mine was the one I was concerned about, because it was a dual business plan, so a little bit more complicated, and also I haven't been to an accredited beauty school such as they often like you to do in France, and so I had major concerns about my qualifications. Leon's business plan, on the other hand, was super straightforward. It was just one métier, carpentry, and he's got all of his qualifications. All of them are accepted here in France. Just can't wait to just get that one back as well. And yeah, I'm just very happy. What this means, once we get the Dreets application, we can sign up to go back to the UK and do our visa appointment again. So the fact that we've got this back so quickly, it just speeds everything up. So it means we might be going back to the UK in October instead of November, which is great for us because we can just hit the ground running sooner rather than later. It's just brilliant. I feel a little bit emotional this morning, and I think Leon does as well. Every time something good happens, it's just another little load off your mind. So I just feel very good about this, and I'm very happy. So I'm not gonna keep chatting. I'm gonna get on with that DBS check, and also somewhere in all of these boxes is our translated birth certificates from when we got married, and it's my job to sort through and try and find it. The annoying thing is I did see Leon's while we were packing. I definitely saw it.
It'll be in my box.
It'll be in Leon's box. Maybe we'll be able to find mine as well. If we can't, it's like it's just under €100 to get it translated, so it's not like the end of the world, but it'd be nice to save a bit of money somewhere along the line in this process. Bit of a to-do list this morning. We're going to catch up on a few more jobs this afternoon, and then I think tonight we were planning on going out for dinner. So just done Leon's DBS check. So just a little FYI, that's Remy's whiskers. Do it through the gov.uk portal. You're going to need your passport and a driving licence, and it's going to cost you £18. Not bad, and it needs to be sent to a UK address. So all of our correspondence and our UK address is my sister's, so that's the one I've entered, and it takes approximately 10 days, which is absolutely fine. So now time to do mine. Is done. All I need to do is find the birth certificates. So I'm pretty much done with my admin now. Leon came in and he said, oh, I've just found some really weird looking bugs in the bottom of the garden eating through wood, which immediately made me think, oh crumbs, what if it was termites or something? Anyways, I think that might be what it was. Went down, and the old owner has made a veg garden at some point in the bottom, and he's used railway sleeper type panels to create raised beds. and he hasn't finished the job and stacked the panels on one side. Leon he'd been looking at them thinking, could I use them to build something? Lifted them up, I'll insert a photo, and just ants everywhere, quite large ants as well. I knew it wasn't termites. Anyway, I started Googling, and let me tell you now, if you want to lose sleep tonight, start researching invasive ant species in France, because there are some that are coming up from the Med that literally infest your house, and they create giant colonies over 20 hectares in size, multiple queens. You cannot get rid of them. There's literally no known predator here in Europe for these ants. So then I'm like, oh crumbs, that's what we've got. And then they're going to move towards the house. Next thing you know, we're going to be overrun. Anyway, had a mild panic attack, of course, before I then looked at a picture of these ants. And they're actually really small, these giant infestation ants. And I thought, well, that's not right. Did a little bit more research. And that's when I realised we have carpenter ants in the garden. Not a cause for immediate concern, because they love rotting wood, damp wood, mould, that sort of thing. And sure enough, there's tons of it down there because of all these railway sleepers. So I feel a bit better about that, but my word, I did have a bit of a, don't tell me that the garden's infested with these creatures that you can't get rid of. I just thought, what a great day we're having. Approved business plan, and then, oh, we might have termites. Move to France, every day's an adventure. You never know. I mean, an hour ago, I was thinking, well, if we have got some kind of invasive wood-eating ant louse thing in our house, we'll never be able to sell it. So if we don't get our business plans, we'll just own a house here that not only we can't live in because we don't have the right to, but no one can live in because it's going to fall down because it's full of ants and termites. Yes, if you want a nice, quiet, predictable life, don't do this. Or do it, but be much more prepared than we are. Oh, my lifey loos, I tell you. Anyway, I thought I'd entertain you all with that one. So where have we come to?
A really nice pizza restaurant that we've been coming to for years. Actually, we had a wedding meal here after our Mary signing, didn't we?
Yeah, our silk ceremony.
It was the Baldoria in Montflanquin, and really good pizzas, really good chips, really good service. It's always good.
So what happened when we were in here last October? Who walked in?
Oh, some people I know that I cleaned their windows back in England, and in the past they'd mentioned that they lived near La Capelle-Biron, which is a nearby town, and I sort of mentioned it, and they're like, we live there. And I said, like, really? Like, France is a big country. And then we were in there having pizza, and they walked in. So, Mrs. Marshall, David Weeks, this is you.
Yeah, if you're watching. Bon appetit!
This is the thing.
Do you want me to put my hands in?
Yep.
They are clean, my hands. Oh,
there's been a tsunami.
No. Have you, so this fat needs to go. This fat needs to go in jam. Oh no.
What are you doing?
Jam jars.
Yeah.
I used to be a therapist.
So you can cook stuff.
Oh, what, like roast potatoes?
Oh yeah.
Oh my life, I didn't need to think of that.
No.
Right.
If only I'd been left some jam jars. It looks so unappetising when it's...
Oh, but it's like...
Right, you're recording now. Wilson's World.
Oh no, you've never filmed it.
Oh no, look at what I have to do. This. When I finally can get some cheap lamb, that will be with my roast potatoes.
Any meat. Roast potatoes are good for any meat. Oh,
Ah!
it must still be lit. That bottle.
What do you mean?
Look, where's flame coming from?
Careful, what if it... What my worry is if that explodes.
I don't know why it's lighting. Here's another gas bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Click anymore? Oh, I think it's burnt it.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Right, I've got another one. Ooh, it's these bottles, I think. Oh, none of it's working now.
Are you joking?
Oh, yeah, it's
Oh.
lit now. It's lit. We're cooking
yeah.
on gas.
So, now that we're not in danger of setting ourselves on fire, time to make some pancakes. Oh. Yeah. See how those do, and then we'll move on to the next. So I managed this morning to almost trap my sister-in-law's, well, I did trap it in the handbrake of the Volvo, then got here and almost set the caravan on fire. You nearly had a sizzling episode of Wilson's World. Anyway, disaster averted.
Liam loves it, doesn't he?
The only day that's looking good all day, like, is sun, because he said about...
Good morning, guys. Just got back from Cath's after nearly setting alight the caravan. I got some good news today from the garage where Leon's, sorry, I'm just getting used to this new gimbal. That's it. Where Leon's van's been in for repairs for, I think it's been at that garage for about 2 weeks now, but it's going to be almost 8 weeks that we've not had it. And it's finally, we've got a devis through. So a devis is the French word for quote, and it's coming in £1,000 cheaper. No, Remy! This kitten, I tell you. £1,000 cheaper than the dealership quoted us. So that's massive. Great news. Means we can have it fixed this week and we'll get it back on Friday. So we're very happy with that. Oh, we found Leon's birth certificate, the translated copy of that, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, mine is nowhere to be found and I have looked everywhere. I can only imagine that it got thrown out with some of the paperwork at some point, which is such a shame. But it just means I've saved myself money finding Leon's, because initially I thought maybe we'd have to have them both redone. But I've got Leon's. It did occur to me to contact the translator who did it initially. Unfortunately, she passed away last year, which is sad. She was a lovely lady, but it means that any documents that she took care of for us 10 years ago, I haven't got a clue, wouldn't even know where to start. The Mary where we got married, they also don't keep documents. So I have tried to track it down and I can't. So it's fine. I'm just going to have to, Remy on his little scratchy mat. It just means I'm going to have to get mine redone. Not a big deal. Another nice thing that's happened is I've managed to order a canvas that I've had my eye on for about 7 years now. My sister Amanda was kind enough to buy it for us as a housewarming gift. And I'm so excited because this morning it came back in stock. It's been out of stock for a few weeks and a friend is currently in the UK and has said they'll bring it back for me. So I'm really excited. So that is actually going to go on that wall just there. Big canvas. It's like a coastal print. I'll insert a photo. So that's nice because that's like the first purchase we've made, a new item for the house. Still haven't got my DBS back. Don't know what's going on there. Leon's was done within a few hours. Mine is taking its time, which is giving me a bit of worry. Just because the moment Leon's business plan comes back, we want to get on and get ourselves booked to go back to the UK. Don't know what the hold up is there. Not overthinking it. Sometimes things just take a while, sometimes they don't. You just have to roll with it. So we're not overthinking it, so that's good. Just show you the cats, they're so funny. Both of them wanting to go out. But as I've said before, Remy is currently too small to be going out of doors by himself. We've got some hunting dogs and it's a busy road, and he's not very smart. He's very cute, but he tends to bolt and doesn't look both ways. Cleo, on the other hand, is a lot more sensible, aren't you, baby? She loves it. She can go outside and escape from him. Got my brother staying this week as well, which is absolutely wonderful. Really enjoying it. He's currently at Mark and Cath's helping on the build. No doubt you'll see him on Wilson's World. So that's great. And in other news, you might have noticed that the camera footage is a little bit more fluid. That's because I have a gimbal. So Mark was kind enough to lend me a gimbal for my iPhone. So it's going to mean a lot more smooth shots. It's actually a beautiful day here as well today. Yesterday it chucked it down. I can't even tell you just how wet it was, and even this morning. But little update on the Starlink, because I'd had a few people say that in bad weather it doesn't work as well. Not been my experience at all. It's worked just fine, no issues even in the heaviest of rain. So had the last lot of our wood delivered by Gilles, our French neighbour. He lives along that road quite a ways. But lovely man. He also gave me some runner beans and a lettuce. Yeah, we've got some gorgeous neighbours here, and the French neighbours that we have, they've been here for yonks, like years and years. They're part of a really tight community. They look out for one another, and I just love that. I feel like in England, that's one of the biggest things that's changed in the last 50 years. I remember talking to my dad about where he grew up, which was a mining village in, well, not far from Doncaster in Yorkshire, and things just changed. I think obviously when the mines closed, but I think that happened all over England and Britain probably. Just a real shift in that, and the French have kept that alive. They do so much in the community together. Yeah, I love it. I love it. I'd forgotten how nice that is to have neighbours nearby. Gilles comes in, chats for a bit, has a beer, and then off he goes. Yeah, really lovely man. So really pleased, really happy to be in this part of the country. It's gorgeous. So I'm just going to hang out my washing, did the bedding today, and I thought, why not take the opportunity to hang it out, because just don't know how long it's going to be nice for. Autumn is definitely creeping in. It's getting chillier. I'm just going to stop raining. I would update you all as I'm getting ready, because otherwise I'll forget. My DBS check came back today, so that's both of us with our DBS checks done. So that's great. So that's another job ticked off the list. I also managed to find a traductrice assermentée. So that's a translator who is specifically in France, who's sort of accredited by the government to translate official documents, with a view to doing my birth certificate, because as I mentioned earlier, can't find mine. But yeah, this evening we're going to a really nice restaurant in Montflanken, and it's called La Crêperie, and they do, like, it's very popular in France to have savoury pancakes, which isn't my bag to be fair, but I do love this place. They do really nice salads. Leon also did some work with a friend, just helping him out on a new barn construction that he's doing. So Leon's pretty deaded.
Hey, you get some time.
He's alive.
Are you videoing now?
Yes!
Wilson's World.
So what have you guys done today?
What? We've never stopped today. We worked really, really hard. We've put our ceiling hangers up, ready for the plasterboard to go up.
Woohoo! So when are we going to be in the house then? Living in the house?
End of year.
Christmas?
Yeah. I'll be there.
You can stipulate what year. Next year.
No, this year. End of this year.
Don't stress him out. Honestly, you're stressing him.
Time to place your bets. So, Cath, how long will it take for you to get into the house?
In the house, end of the year.
And the what?
Before you go on holiday?
Yes, before we go to Amphi, October.
Mark?
Moving into the house about end of February, beginning of March.
So
So today, when we're putting the ceiling rails up, it's going to take you 3 days. And how long? Yeah, an afternoon.
after it's the dream team.
Dream team.
Only because mine
Right, Leon, when do you think they'll be in the house?
by the end of the year.
Right, Nick?
End of January.
End of January. Yeah, definitely. I don't know about before your holiday. New year. By the new year.
Now, bye.